Okay, this is a story about a young man who decided to take a walk out in a beautiful forest. Forest he'd taken many journeys into before, but this one would prove to be different. Very, very different. He started off on his walk heading out the normal trail that he'd always gone on many, many times. He went back through the beautiful, beautiful nature. The sounds of the forest are so beautiful. The birds, the animals. He walked carefully along, keeping his eyes open, hoping he might see some wonderful nature that was around. Eventually, as he walked, he heard a little noise to his left. He stopped, carefully turned his eyes to the left, and he noticed a deer walking carefully through the woods. It was a young deer, a young buck, a small set of antlers, so beautiful, walking carefully looking for things to eat. He watched it as the deer moved forward and then veered off to its left, and eventually disappeared from his sight, walking again, thinking what a beautiful day he'd had. He walked for about a half hour. It was starting to get to the area where the trail starts to narrow, starts to get a little rougher to go through. He looked ahead and he saw an old gentleman with a long coat on. He was kind of kicking dirt. So he pulled off to the side, not wanting to surprise this gentleman and not knowing exactly what he was doing. So he thought he would give it a little bit of a look to see what's going on. The gentleman continued kicking the dirt. Then he made a noise, and the gentleman kind of wheeled around. And he hollered, "Who the hell are you? What do you want? Don't spy on me." With that, the gentleman picked up a shovel. He started moving toward the young man. The young man was hiding behind thankfully a large tree. As the old fellow in the coat got down closer, he said, "I don't know who you are, but I can smash your head with this shovel. I don't know why you're spying on me, but it's the worst thing that you've ever done." He held still. He finally thought he had one chance to break away. So he broke over to his right, started going through the forest as fast and as safe as he could. The gentleman in back of him, of course, now noticed him moving, so he gave chase. He gave chase for about a half hour. Now he noticed that the man was getting rather tired. He was kneeling down, trying to catch his breath. He was close to his home, but he was afraid to go too close to his home because afraid this idiot might follow and perhaps try to murder his entire family. He wasn't sure, but he knew this guy wasn't too good to be around. He had some very nasty motives. So he decided to go beyond the home and shoot up a trail that was in back of the home up. And he followed that trail up, and of course the gentleman came along. He ran up the hill, made a right turn, cut down into the development, and then worked his way back to his home. Got into the house, was huffing and puffing. His father wanted to know what was going on. He's all torn and tattered and cut and looked like he'd been through hell. So he told him what was going on. The father, of course, went right to the door and wanted to make sure that this idiot wasn't out there, and his father would definitely want to take care of this idiot chasing his son. So the father locked the door, came back in, started tending to his son's bruises. The son recounted what had happened to him. The father decided this was the case, they had better call the police. So they called the police. The police came, and they took all the information down. And the young man showed them exactly where to get on the trail and follow it up. They followed it according to the young man's instructions. And of course they did find something in the ground. They saw some human hair. They decided they would check out further and dig around by the human hair. And they did not find a body, but they did find a human head. They know a terrible, horrendous crime had been committed. Now, where was this sick individual? A search party was brought to the area, search dogs. They never did find that individual. They searched far and they searched wide. Meanwhile, that young man, he still gets nightmares till today. Nightmares, and he wonders exactly what would have happened if he had fallen along the way, and if that sick individual would have caught him and done what he said he was going to do, smash his head with the shovel. something he kept with him for the rest of his life. He knew he was extremely lucky, and that was close to death as he really ever wanted to come. Thank you.